As we prepare to review Chapter 4, it focuses on teaching and training, first collectively and then independently. On the opening page of Chapter 4, Professor Spector penned a quote from a sermon given by his father, Rabbi Joseph Spector, explaining his thoughts about teachers. And it reads, "The teacher is the voice that encourages, the ear that listens, the hand that guides, the face that does not turn away." Now just think about that for a minute, and then let's look at what Dr. Spector believes, stated in a 2015 blog. He's come to think of a teacher as someone who helps others to have questions. That is, someone who admits to not knowing or not understanding something. So, as we introduce Chapter 4, we will discuss teaching, training, and we'll conclude with approaches, methods, and technologies. Now, in this chapter, we are advised to consider teaching and training as different sides of the same coin. Teaching and training are very similar, but the instructional approaches, methods, and technologies are the main differences between the two. Let's look at teaching first. Teaching in general is related to grades K through 12 and higher education. Now, with that being said, however, the two terms are often used interchangeably by parents, academics, and even universities. Teachers are expected to have the knowledge and skills shown here in the 2003 IBSTPI instructor competencies for teaching effectiveness. According to IBSTPI, a competency is a set of closely related knowledge, skills, and attitudes required to perform tasks successfully. And if you look here, we have professional foundations, planning and preparation, and instructional methods and strategies. Now, these three are considered clusters, meaning that they are closely related. And then here to the right, these are all considered individual competencies, all of which are supporting statements that helps one achieve the specific competency. I stated earlier that the main difference between teaching and training was the instructional methods and strategies. And as you see here, this is literally the largest cluster. Now, when we look at training, training typically focuses on learning for adults who are pursuing a better job or a certification of some sort that can lead to promotion. Now, the IBSTPI instructor competencies apply to trainers as well. However, because the main audience is the adult learner, who according to Malcolm Knowles are normally self-directed and takes responsibility for their own learning, when planning education technology solutions, trainers and training designers pay closer attention to characteristics in a particular situation and types of tasks. Because adults typically bring with them a plethora of experience and expectations, in 1997, Van Miriambour developed the 4C ID for instructional design, which targets decision making and problem solving skills. This design focuses on recurrent and non recurrent tasks. Recurrent being frequently performed tasks with little to no variation in the way they are performed, such as replacing a memory chip in a computer or in a digital camera. The non-recurrent tasks or tasks that are performed differently depending on variations in the task situation, such as directing a plane in a flight pattern to land. And we all know that the situation, there are definitely variations in that type of situation. Many of the same technologies are used by both teachers and trainers, but it is determining the appropriate approaches, methods, and technologies that makes the difference in the effectiveness of each. So as you read chapter 4, you want to look at those approaches, methods, and technologies. Thank you for your time. These are references, including the book that was used for this presentation. Happy reading.